I'm Whitney Morgan, Hashimoto's coach, gluten-free warrior, and creator of the Thyroid Reboot Method and the Gluten Gauntlet mini course. Most women who are trying to improve thyroid function keep track of their progress by getting their thyroid tested regularly. And that's a good thing. If you've got hypothyroidism, you should definitely be getting your thyroid checked on a regular basis. But there's probably one test that you're overlooking. In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should have your adrenals tested and why giving your adrenals the support they need might be the key to restoring your thyroid function. But before we jump into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you'll get notified every time I post a new video. I've worked with dozens of women with hypothyroidism, and most of them come to me with a truckload of lab work that doctors and other practitioners have ordered for them in the past. But the one test they rarely have in their records is an adrenal panel. And usually what ends up happening once we run an adrenal test is we find that their adrenal function is impaired. And that is affecting their thyroid, and it's one of the things that is keeping them from getting better. And assessing adrenal function is part of step 3 of my thyroid reboot method. What most women don't realize is that the adrenal system and the thyroid system are like 2 parallel tracks running in the same direction. What happens on one track affects what happens on the other track. And one of the most common causes of hypothyroidism is a breakdown that occurs on the adrenal track, or what we call the HPA axis. The HPA axis is your stress response system. And when it's running in overdrive for too long, in other words, when you've been under chronic stress, your thyroid function can be suppressed. And this is because your main stress hormone, or cortisol, affects thyroid function in the 3 following ways. Number 1, excess cortisol makes it harder for your thyroid to produce T4, which is the primary hormone that the thyroid produces. Number 2, excess cortisol also lowers your body's ability to convert that T4 into T3. Now, T3 is the active form of thyroid hormone, and that's what you need to drive your metabolic engine. And number 3, excess cortisol makes it harder for T3 to get into the cells because it reduces cell receptor sensitivity. These 3 side effects of adrenal dysfunction all add up to the same thing. Thyroid hormone levels take a dive, metabolic function crashes, and you end up feeling like crap. Have you ever had the experience of your hypothyroid symptoms improving once you started supporting your adrenals? If so, drop your favorite emoji in the comments below. So why should you get your adrenals tested? I mean, why can't you just buy a bunch of adrenal support supplements and call it good? The reason why is because there are different phases of adrenal dysfunction, and each phase requires a unique approach to restore balance. So if you've got hypothyroidism, you should be working with a practitioner skilled in evaluating your thyroid and your adrenals, and someone who can customize a holistic strategy to address both systems. To learn more about my thyroid reboot method and how you can rebuild thyroid function from the ground up, just click on the link that I provide in the video notes. Now, if you're watching this replay on Instagram, just head to my bio link. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, you can let me know by liking it, subscribing to my channel, or maybe sharing it with a friend who is struggling with thyroid issues. And as always, if you have questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I do my best to answer each and every one. Thanks. I'll see you next week. Bye.